Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Now, you've been acting for decades now. What would you say has kept you going?
The fact that I enjoy what I'm doing, the fact that I am motivated by a social responsibility towards my fans. I think my husband also motivates me. And I get some kind of thrill in my blood while I'm acting. So maybe that's it also.
I like that. Yeah. Now, I need you to share with us your most memorable acting experience. The most memorable one.
Every single one has been memorable. Everyone. I don't think there's anyone. I don't know. Most memorable. Maybe we'll talk about the recent ones. Do you know how many years we're talking about?
I know, but there must be one that stands out.
Everyone is important. Everyone stands out. Every single one. I remember my very first one, naturally, and I remember my last one. So my very first one, which is Glamour Girls, it was quite memorable. It was my first time. I was in the midst of professional actors, and I was, held like a baby. I was treated very well. Let me use this opportunity to say kudos to Liz Benson, Jennifer Ossai, rest in peace, Ngozi Ezeonu. They all made me feel welcome. They didn't make me feel like a rookie. They didn't treat me like someone who didn't know what she was doing. They helped me, you understand? And I think that was a nice passage for me. If I hadn't had them to help me, I probably would have run away. So they did a good job. They helped me.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, what makes a good actor?
What makes a good actor?
Yes.
What makes a good actor? Well, not just learning your lines, not just having your lines and having them in your head, memorizing them. You also must be able to play the character so well that it takes over who you are. That is what that makes a good actor, and encompassing the whole character of the role you're playing and changing yourself entirely.
Yeah. All right. Now, what is the commonest mistake that most actors make?
Taking themselves for granted.
Yeah.
Taking everything they do for granted, not being aware, not being in the moment, not being conscious of every single time they are there. That's it. That's the major mistake a lot of actors make, especially the recent ones, the new ones.
All right. Now, is it really necessary, for an actress or an actor to have a theater training before plunging into acting?
Oh no, I didn't have a theater training, so I don't think so. Even if it is to learn under the tutelage of someone, yes, that helps. You should be able to be articulate, to speak well, to know how to learn your lines, to be able to internalize your character and work at it. So you don't necessarily have to go to the 4-year school to be a good actor. Just don't take it for granted. Just be conscious.
All right. Now, between stage and home video, which one do you prefer?
Actually, I enjoy doing stage. In fact, I get the thrill of stage is stronger for me than for film. I think that has to do with all the amount of rehearsals that you have to go through, working with the other characters and building something. You don't want to let go because you have worked on it day after day. Sometimes you sleep and you wake up and you remember your lines. Sometimes, for instance, my husband is in the bathroom and he's saying his lines as he's having a bath, and just to be able to make sure he remembers it and remembers, gets into the character. And then when you get on that stage, it's make or break. If you forget one line, you're in trouble. If you forget one movement, you're in trouble, But the others are all around you and they're helping you, they're prodding you. And then at the end of the show, the thrill is unimaginable. I can't describe it.
Interesting. Interesting. Now, so what is really, the major difference, between acting on stage and the home video?
Oh, there's lots of difference now. If you're on stage, you getting on stage in the first instance, you need at least 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks of rehearsals on a daily basis, between 4 to 6 hours. You don't really need that for television or for home video and all of that. For home video, basically maybe because of the time constraints, economy, and all the rest, they want you to go and do your work yourself. So you go focus on your lines, get your lines, show up that day, get into character, pa, 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 pa. That's how it is. But for stage, you must prepare. Even just the dressing alone takes its own time. You understand, and that's part of it. And then there's a lot of glamour in television. There's a lot of feel good and all of that. And I guess that's where the thrill is and the attraction is for a lot of people. I don't know.
Now, acting, obviously, has done a lot for you. What have you done for acting?
Oh, I have done quite a lot. I have taught children. I had a children's troupe. First set of kids I had were from the age of 4. My daughter was one of them. She was the youngest. She was 4 then. And then 4 till about 13. Then I had another set. They were between the ages of 11 and 14. Then I had a third set, older kids. We even took some recommended literature all the way to Abuja, performed it on stage for children, for schools. So I have given back in my own way. I do not, apart from teaching children especially, I have tried to work with my peers especially. I do not hesitate in telling them when I see there's something wrong. I just pick the right time, and I'm very well known for that. Auntie Gloria, don't come again. Well, that's basically it, I want to use this opportunity to also say, even the Catholic Church has recognized my prowess in working with children and have called me a few times to work with their kids. And we've done a few shows with the children in the Catholic Church. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll still get back to that. Now, what do you like most about being an actor?
What do I like most about being an actor?
Yes.
It's like reading novels, really. If you're if you want to read books and novels, it gives you that getaway feeling. You're not focusing on your own life and the issues around you and the economy and Nigeria and all of that. So it's a getaway. It's somewhere you can go to in your head, in your mind, and you're far away from all your issues. So I think that's the major thing about it. Not just for the actor, but also for whoever is watching. You understand? So basically, that's it.
Now, what don't you like about being an actor? You've told us what you like. What don't you like?
There's nothing I don't like. Okay, well, maybe the time. Sometimes I feel I don't have enough time with my family. But I make up for it, because the times when I have with my family sometimes is too much. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anything I don't like about acting, except, well, working most times in Lagos when you have to go through the traffic to get to set and all of that. Even if you have a driver, you are still inside the car. You're still suffering all that traffic issues. Basically, that's it.
How about when you read maybe uncomplimentary or negative stuff, about you? Does that worry you?
No, not really. It gets me. It wakes me up. I haven't read too many. I think I've been lucky there. I haven't read too many bad things about myself, and that's a totally different side of acting. Totally different. That's what you have to go through if you want to continue to be have that celebrity status. I try to keep myself separate from all of that. I do not like to get involved in anything that would affect me negatively at all. I've had a few hiccups, but basically that's it. I always make sure that there's a line between my private life and my work life.